Coming up, new changes to registration. You now select your classes online.
Black History Month is beginning to wrap up, but the Black Student Union Club just showed Lincoln students what the whole month is all about. I'm Naja Townsend.
And I'm Gabriel Porras. This Lincolnian Review begins now.
This year, you may have noticed some changes while signing up for your classes for next year, and those changes were not just confined to the courses.
This year, Lincoln High School is rolling out new technologies meant to speed up the process. Students simply sign up for classes using their Aries accounts. On Tuesday, February 26th. The whole school observed a double-third schedule to allow for students to sign up for their classes online. Registration and course selection forms were due to your third period teachers on the 15th. Meetings with counselors follow the double-third day later in March.
And now I want to send it straight over to Logan Graham, who is talking to some students. Logan.
I'm Logan Gorham with the Lincolnian, and I'm here with 4 students, interviewing them about what's their favorite class. So, Kaden, what's your favorite class?
My favorite class is history because I like to learn about stories of the past.
Jada?
My favorite subject is Spanish because I like to learn about another culture.
The boy James?
Mine is also history because it's really interesting to see how we got to where we are now based on the past.
And Molly.
This is physics because we have a cool teacher.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Lincoln High School is currently under a probationary period as mandated by the Western Association of the Schools and Colleges. For WASC, the school failed to meet its requirements for its credentials from the association last year. In May, members of WASC will come back to tour the school and see if the necessary improvements have been made. For more on what the school is lacking and more on the probationary period, see our most recent issue of the Lincolnian.
And now over to Jolena Velasquez with sports.
In this week's sports news, all-star infielder Manny Machado signed a 10-year, $300 million contract with the San Diego Padres. Also in baseball, Bryce Harper has yet to sign a contract, as many await on him to do so. As we move on to football, the Oakland Raiders announced that they will be staying in Oakland for another season. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Super Bowl winning Patriots, has been caught up in a prostitution scandal. The NBA has started up again after another underwhelming All-Star weekend. Meanwhile, here at Lincoln, it is a transition period as wrestling has ended. Softball, baseball, lacrosse, and boys volleyball are all going to start soon. Now over to Memo with weather.
I'm Memo Cordero. I'm going to be a meteorologist covering your local weather in Stockton, California. The weather conditions for today will be partly cloudy with some sun, a high of 62 degrees and a low of 51. Recently, we have seen an enormous change in weather. A cold streak has hit us very strong. Places that never snow have been snowing with a large amount. This is great weather to go on a snow trip, but not good for people who have to plow those roads or driveways. Be sure to dress warm when you leave the house, or you'll be shivering all day. Rain has also been a big feature in our weather lately. Here's a look at your 5-day forecast. We will see even more rain this weekend, and we will not see any chance of sun until Monday.
Well, the rain lately has been pretty severe, so I was excited to see that break that we saw last week.
Yeah, and it has been too cold lately. Thank you, Memo.
Last week, hundreds of Lincoln juniors wore work attire to school and had resumes and cover letters on hand. This was all part of the annual Windows on Your Future program. Just about a dozen local employers, volunteers, and employees gave their time and in some cases their whole days to interview teens. This is the first year that juniors and seniors were not done on the same day, although in spite of less people being interviewed, there was still a backup. Some people reported having to wait during lunch or even after school to be interviewed. In most cases, however, students had the option on whether or not to stay, and tardies were excused for classes. Coordinators do say that they hope to bring that back again next year. And now we're going to send it over to Stephanie with your trends across social media.
Last week in the Oscars was aired with artists and performances such as Jennifer Hudson, a heartwarming duo from Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, Queen, Adam Lambert, and more. The Oscars have been all the talk on social media and amongst Lincoln High School students. Celebrities from Kendall Jenner, Miley Cyrus to Jennifer Lopez looked beautiful as they made the red carpet theirs. A video of both Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga has gone viral, sharing a supposed romance going on between the two as some on-stage chemistry was predicted. Take a look for yourself.
In the shadow, we're far from the shadow.
Cooper and Gaga are both with different partners, and Cooper even has a kid, but many are saying that there was some romance there. 29.6 million people watched the Oscars last night, which was up from last year's ratings. And while you're on Twitter sharing that video, be sure to follow us at LHS Lincolnian. And now back to Naja and Gabriel.
Thank you, Stephanie. As many of you know, this month is Black History Month, and Lincoln High School is hoping to celebrate. Last week, a Black History Month assembly was held, organized in part by Lincoln's BSU, or Black Student Union Club. The assembly featured lessons on the history of African Americans in the United States. Many different students also competed in the games during the assembly, including a dance-off towards the end.
It's a pretty good assembly, and I'm sure that most students were able to come back with some new information and facts about Black history. Well, that's all that we have for you this week here today. Thank you for watching this Lincolnian Review, and as always, feel free to check out all of our stories and our tweets on Twitter at LHS Lincolnian and on our website at lincolnian.net. Thank you.
I don't think you got it all. I don't think you